Hi guys, it's Jono here from Silicon Dales. I just want to put this video together quickly today just to run through a bit of software I use that is really a great time saver for posting to your social media accounts and then also interacting with others on social media. So obviously social media has become really important for any business online, anyone who's got a website and a business website, to actually use social media to get greater exposure for your business. And then also what's really important and is what a lot of people don't realize is that in terms of helping not only building your brand but also your rankings, the interaction you have with other people's social media accounts is really important. So it needs to work both ways. You post to your social media accounts yourself, and then you also interact with others with their social media accounts also. So the bit of software I use, it's really, like I said, is a great time saver, is called BuzzBundle. You can either download a free trial version or you can actually purchase the product. I'm actually just using the free trial version because it actually provides you with enough I suppose the bulk of the software gives you enough processes to actually use it meaningfully to your social media sites and then also other social media profiles. If you want the full 100% functionality, you can purchase it. I think it's about, if you just go and have a look, it's $199 for the full software. I'll explain why you might need the full version as we go through the video. But like I said, for me and probably for most of you guys, the free version is certainly suitable for the amount of time you're going to be using it. So just go to the site, go to buzzbundle.com. Simply click on the download trial. You'll download the product and then you can actually install it on your computer. And then now we'll go through to the software itself. So once it comes with a README install file, so it tells you how to install it properly on your machine. Now you can either install it on your laptop or obviously your desktop. So the first time you open it up, it'll come to a screen like this, and obviously we haven't set up any projects yet. So the first thing you're going to do is start a new project, and you just click New, and you come to this main screen here. Now the way it works is you'll need to set up a profile or persona of yourself, and I would suggest you use it as a real person. If you're obviously trying to build the brand of your business, you can use your business name or yourself in the business. Really important to make sure that things are building the brand and you're using it legitimately. If you were doing working with someone else or doing some other types of sites, affiliate sites for example, you might actually create a different persona that you can use to post, but I'd certainly just suggest you use your real name and your real business. So the first thing we're going to go do is we're going to add some streams. So if you click on Add Stream, and this is where you actually include the topics that you're actually going to talk about in your social media campaigns. So for me, for example, my business is working with clients and websites for SEO and search engine optimization. So if I just type in SEO here, and then say we could also put in web marketing, and then we could also put in web design, and maybe then we put in social media marketing. So if you're a plumber, for example, you'd put in plumber, Australian plumber, maybe construction, because obviously it's relevant. Building is relevant to your niche. So you just put in here the topics that are actually relevant to what you're going to be talking about. Up here you click on all, and obviously we want it to be English. You can put in a website if you want. That's just it pulls keywords from the website, but I normally just leave it blank, so you just click OK. And then what it's doing now, it's going out and it's pulling topics from all the social media sites that have anything to do with those keywords I've just put in there. So anything to do with SEO or search engine optimization, web design, etc. If we We'll just wait for it to populate this area a little bit. And the other thing you can do is obviously post direct to your own social media profiles. So if you click on Add Post, you will need to set up your actual profiles yourself, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And you can actually type in your message here, and you can post it to your Twitter or your Facebook or your Google Plus or your LinkedIn. I recommend that it's always unique content that you're actually sending out in your profiles. There is the option here, you can send out bulk messages, but that's not ideal. And then you can also schedule your submission as well. So that's how you actually you can post direct to your own social media accounts rather than actually logging in to the different accounts individually. Okay, so you can see here it's just pulled in. These are the social networks. So we'll just we're going to click on Edit the Stream, and you can see these are the streams that it's actually pulling in for that section there. So it's pulling in all the social networks, and what I normally do is just use Google Plus, Twitter for the social streams. So we'll unclick LinkedIn. We'll actually just leave that one Twitter. So we'll leave that one as Twitter. That's all fine. They're all clicked in, and just press OK. So now this social network stream here is only pulling in topics on SEO and the other keywords that are selected from Twitter. So now this one, if we click on the Edit Stream, I'm going to make this one only pulling in from question and answer sites, and the only one they've got here is Yahoo, so we'll leave that as it is, and we click OK. The forums and blogs, we'll edit this stream. We might actually, it won't be forums and blogs, but we'll unclick them, and we're going to click on Google Plus. So now that, and if you just click on this button here, that's refresh, so we can click that. We want to refresh this one as well. Click that. So as you can see, it's pulled in, it's got a little Google Plus icon here, it's pulled in all the topics from Google Plus. And now this one is pulling in all the topics from the Q&A, which is Yahoo Answers. I'll just remove this stream, and we'll just have 3 columns: Twitter, question and answer, which is Yahoo Answers, and Google Plus. So you can see here these numbers are changing. It's pulling in new posts all the time and doing that automatically. Now, like I said before, there's a paid and a free trial version. Where you see a blank section like this, this is because we're in the free trial version. So the free trial version only pulls in 30% of the actual feeds, so you're only getting 30% of the post. But you know, if you scroll down, there's so much it's being posted every day that it's more than enough to actually then use it to go and interact. So okay, we'll set up our streams: Twitter, Yahoo Answers, and Google Plus. So these are what we're going to use to actually, you know, in this social media campaign. So now we're going to go and we're going to set up our profiles. Click on Personas and Profiles down here, and we're going to go Add Persona. So I'll just put in my name. You can put in a photo if you want over here. Username, just call it Jono again. Put in your password. Now here you need to put in your email that you're going to use. I suggest for this, it's best. It seems to work best with Gmail. So if you've got a Gmail account, use that, or you can very simply set up your own Gmail account. Doesn't matter what you call it. You just need an account that actually is open and usable. So I'm going to use one of my existing accounts. Then you put in your password. And we'll just click Next. It's going to run through and hopefully open it up correctly. You can put in a bit of information about yourself, your date of birth. We won't worry about that. You can put it in if you want. We'll just create I would suggest you probably fill that information in, so to show that you're actually a real person and have something real to say. So that's our persona. Now we're going to add our profiles. So you click Add Profile, and this is where you put in your accounts for the different social media profiles. So we're only using Twitter, Google Plus, and Yahoo Answers for this one. So if we go to Twitter, click Next, we can say Use Existing, or if you don't have a Twitter account, you can register a new one. Normally what happens is sometimes there must be a bit of a bug in the system. If you're not logged into your actual Twitter account on your computer, sometimes it won't register this properly. We'll see if it works now. We'll go use existing, and I'll type in my Twitter name. Let's go back and find it. And you can use your Twitter handle, seems to work best, so you can just copy that, go back to BuzzBundle, put in your Twitter handle, and then type in your password, hit finish. Just takes a little bit of time to go through the process. Okay, so you can see it's put in my Twitter profile up here. The next one we're going to put in is Google+. So you go and click on Google+, click Next. So now you can put in your Google+ details. And your password. Click Finish. And it brings up that if you've got different pages, or you can just use your own personal profile. We'll just use a personal profile. That's good. It means it's logging in correctly. Okay, so now it's put in my Google Plus and my Twitter. I won't go through my Yahoo Answers. I actually don't have one set up, and it takes a little bit longer. But the same thing, you go through Add Profile, you click on Yahoo Answers, and then you click Next, and you can either register a new one or use an existing. If you go to register new, it goes through the process, and you just fill in your information here and register a new Yahoo account. You might need to actually verify it in your email, and it's best to use your email that you set up with your Gmail earlier. So you just follow instructions and go through. So now we've got our profile set up and our personas. Now we can go back to our streams and click on Stream, and it's still pulling in all the data here. Every time you log in, there'll be more new posts, so they're the most recent ones. But simply what you can do to ensure that you're just interacting, and the reason we do this is, you might just put aside 10 minutes a day or even 10 minutes a week to go through this process of actually interacting with other people on the same topic. So you're building that authority of your brand and becoming an authority in your market. So we can go and reply to tweets. We can retweet them, and every time we do that, our profile goes with it. So by definition, through your profiles, there'll be a link back to your website. So you're actually building your authority by linking back to your website at the same time. You can also put in links if you like to actually directly link to different properties. So let's just go. We'll go and do one. We'll just scroll on down and see if we can find something we want to comment on. Okay, so maybe we just see something we want to comment on. This web design company here are talking about the fact that they actually outsource web design. So I might just say, okay, I want to know whether they actually outsource to Australia. So I'll put in comment and just say, sounds great. Do you outsource to Australia? So you just comment or answer or whatever topic they're talking about. We'll click OK, and you can see down the bottom here it's going through the process of actually posting. And while that's running through, may as well add a post on our own. And this is so we're going to post to Google Plus from our own profile, and we'll just click Test. That's said it's done down there, and I'll click OK there. So I've just put a comment here on this guy's Google Plus page here. So if we go through now and actually look at his profile, and we can do that by clicking on his profile here. Normally it opens up in the browser, but things are here we go. This browser is actually a little bit slow, but let's just we'll just copy his profile. Okay, now his profile's opening up in the browser. I just clicked the wrong button. And while we're doing that, we'll go back to my Google Plus page and we will refresh. If you remember, I actually put in a test post a few moments ago, and then you can see it's actually posted to my Google Plus page here from BuzzBundle. Okay, so we go back. Now it's opened up in the browser. This is the actual post we interacted with, and you can see this is just acting like a normal browser like Google or Bing, and you can see that my comment has actually been posted on his actual his post there. So you can also put in links. So maybe you know, if I wanted a nice link back from this relevant topic back to the website, I might have put my my website in there as well. So we'll go back to our streams. So you can do the same for obviously, like I say, Twitter. Now, Yahoo Answers is really, really powerful. It's a very powerful site, and what it is actually a site where people just literally just ask questions, and then you can go in and actually answer those questions. So it's a bit of an information type site, but it's really, really powerful. So you can see here that people are adding in links to their website. So if we wanted to, well, we don't have an account, but if we wanted to actually answer a question for someone, someone's talking about. Now let's scroll on down a little bit further. Someone's asking about a computer science degree. Maybe I've got something to say about that. We can click on answer, and the same thing, I can put in my answer here, and then in this section down here, this resource file, this is or resource section, this is where you can actually put in your website link. Now, the thing with Yahoo Answers, you need to be a member for a little bit of time, and you actually build up points then to have the ability to put a clickable link in your answer. And I think from memory it's about 250 points, and you gain points by answering questions, by posting questions. It takes a bit of time, but it's you know, it's very, very powerful. And once you have the ability to actually put in a clickable link, so when I mean a clickable link, I just mean the URL. So you just put in a URL like this. So when that's actually posted, that becomes clickable, and you get a live link back to wherever you want it to go. In this case, it's back to my website. It's relevant because you're talking about the topic of, in this case, we're talking about SEO, so it's actually a relevant link going back to your website from a very powerful site itself. We can't do it now because I'm not actually, I don't actually have an account set up on this BuzzBundle project. So that's a little bit about how you can do it. It's just the reason I use it is it's because it's a really good time saver. I don't have to log in and log out of all my my profiles, social profiles every day to actually put in comments. I still do that a little bit myself, but I'm finding this is a much quicker way, and you can do it all at once. And also, the main reason is actually finding topics that are talking about your market. So then when you go and talk and interact with them, you're building authority and building your brand. And you know, not only are you getting good links back to your site, but people will start following you. You'll build up your social profiles, and it actually builds more traffic as well. So obviously, you want to make sure you're doing it not just actually posting you know, hundreds of times a day. You want to do it properly and actually make sure you're commenting properly and making it all worthwhile. So it takes a little bit of time to set up. It takes a little bit of time to get your head around it, but it's actually really quite simple and intuitive to use once you've done it a few times. So please go ahead and install it and use it and start building your brand online with your social profiles and interacting with others. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next time.